Well, let's get more on this now with Sami Nader, who's the director of the Levant Institute for Strategic Affairs. He joins us now from Beirut. Really good to have you back with us, Sami. Now, this strike action is the culmination of months of anti-government protests in Israel, with protesters calling for Netanyahu and his government to really push for a hostage deal in Gaza. But until now, those protests have fallen on deaf ears. Do you think that this strike action will move Netanyahu and his far-right ministers in any way?
Definitely, this is the biggest challenge that Netanyahu is to be facing since the start of the war. And the answer to your question depends on whether this protests that are taking place will develop in a cycle of protest, or if another event similar to that happened like 2 days ago when they found the 6 killed hostages will occur again. I think that that will be something that the government of Netanyahu could not bear. But still, I mean, the one critical element in my view that will make Netanyahu and his government change his mind is a decision by Washington to stop providing arms to Israel army. This is something critical, and I'm not sure that Washington, now that is entering the presidential race, is capable of doing. So although these protests are having a huge impact on Israel economy, we're talking about the closure of Ben Gurion Airport, we're talking about a total freeze of key industry like manufacturing and like the tech sector, and this definitely will have a big impact on Israel economy.
Now, it remains to be seen whether or not the minister's efforts to stop these strikes will be successful. But let's assume that the strike action will continue, because we know that Netanyahu and his ministers have been accused of being disingenuous in their attempts to negotiate a hostage deal with Hamas and other parties in places like Cairo and Doha. Why do you believe is Netanyahu dragging his feet on reaching a deal? What are his broader aims in Gaza?
I mean, I think that the logic that is underlying his strategy now cannot stand, which is it's by military pressure, by military means only he can rescue hostages, and by military mean only he can manage the Palestinian problem. And this proved to be a wrong premise, and this proved to be a wrong strategy. Plus, I mean, there is no doubt that Mr. Netanyahu's political fate is at stake today, because more and more Israeli people are putting the blame on him for what happened in October 7. He is at the command, he is at the head of the political system, and he bears his share of responsibility. Plus, his strategy of rescuing the hostages didn't succeed so far. By military means only, the IDF managed to rescue only 8 hostages out of 250, while 36 have been recorded dead. And some reports are saying out of the 102 hostages remaining, the third of them are killed either through bombings or have been eliminated. So the Netanyahu strategy for releasing the hostages, I mean, proved to be a flawed strategy.
Okay, Sami Nader, we'll have to leave it there, but it's great to get your analysis as always. Thank you.